What's going on, everybody? Another episode of Motorsports Almanac coming at you. One of our favorite times of the year. I think that's a fact for the both of us. National Farm Machinery Show Predictions Show is going to be coming at you here in about 9 minutes. We're supposed to be joined by Clint Tucker. They are currently live on their page still, so we're going to hang around until he either jumps in or they get off before we start. But why? I guess we just need to recap the whole week last week. I put out a video about it on Sunday, but my lordy, man, kept going again this week. We have the Buck going Grand National for the first time in 20 something years with 4 classes worth, I think they said.
Yep. 4 classes at the Buck. And people have been asking for it for a long time. And it's classes that are really big to that region. Especially like two-wheel drives and four-wheel drives. I mean, there's a swell of them in that Pennsylvania, Virginia, Maryland area. So good choice on their part. And then, it didn't even stop there. I mean, we've seen Macon, Missouri, obviously go over to the NTPA side with, Cody Lewis and crew there. With a 3-day event now, not just 2-day, with 3-day now.
Yeah.
And then Evansville, Indiana. This is going to be a second pull at the fairgrounds there, as they still have the fair pull, but this one's going to be a separate independent event held there. And then what else was there? Fort Wayne.
Fort Wayne was announced. I'm trying to think of what in the world else was announced last week. That's going to be happening the first week in March, I think they said.
Yep, first. I think it's like right before they go to Florida.
Yeah, because the NTPA starts off the year on a 3-week stretch in a row there.
Oh, NTPA is used to scheduling stretches, so there's that.
Yeah, no kidding.
Other than that, probably some of the biggest news we've seen in a long time. PPL announcing the high stakes series.
Yep.
We knew something of this sort was coming. We just didn't know who threw. And them partnering with IHRA, I think is gonna be a really good thing, especially with how we've seen the success of a $50,000 event, but now it's just structured through a series. And I think PPL is going to do really good with it. So,
yeah, we've already been told too that it's not gonna be based off of entry fees, though. I don't think. I think they've made that pretty abundantly clear.
Yeah, So I guess more information to come yet. They're going to be announcing dates, at least locations at PRI. So it's going to be cool to see where all the events are. Obviously confirmed by the promoters themselves. Simons have said one of the events is going to be at Farley. So
yeah, Brandon jumped on with us and said that live from the banquet. Actually, after they announced that John joined us on Friday.
Yep. So that'll be one of them, but the other 4 will be curious to see where they go. We have suspicions based upon being IHRA tracks or IHRA being involved, but yeah, we'll see where it goes.
I mean, I think we could talk about pretty much the 3 guaranteed spots. Galot's probably a Prebo guarantee. It's already built.
Galot's probably that, and probably
we know. And then Dragway 42. Yeah. I mean, so there's 3 out of the 5. I'm curious to know what the other 2 places are, though.
I guess we'll have to see. Knowing PPL and them being, gone to Joliet, they've gone to Norwalk and different other places. I guess we'll just have to see. So
yeah. So 5 minutes before we get into this prediction show, shall we just talk about the amount of chaos and the amount of time that we have spent putting this list together this time?
Yeah, I guess
so hard.
I think before we even reveal any of our predictions, I guess to clarify, we do not know who's in. This is not a who's in list of who we know is in. This is just simply who we think. Based upon
there's the premises of we have talked to a lot of these guys that have told us straight out that they've applied.
And that's either through banquets or end of season, Enderley, or PPL ending event types like, hey, you're going to apply this year? No, we're not. Yes, we are. That type thing too. as well as just like off-season builds, and other guys are like, hey, we're building something different next year. We're not doing this. So that shakes it up. So there's a lot that went into this: points, titles, big wins. Obviously, Farley 50K had something to do with it, for at least some of the classes, like,
4-1.
or four-wheel drive, that, guys won a session, but they didn't necessarily win a championship. So there's a lot that goes into this. And if anybody else wants to make their own list and challenge for, accuracy, I mean, go ahead. I mean, Miles Krieger does a few classes himself. So I guess
Yeah.
if anyone else wants to at least try their hand, at least go off of what we've done, power to them.
Yeah, I'll tell you the other thing I'm going to be really curious to see too is, so there's going to be some choices in here that people are kind of like, whoa, why do you have them going for this? Well, letter A, based off some of the people that did not apply, that's going to take a big effect into some of these classes where we have guys going. Other guys that ran multiple series and won a certain series, but they ran a second one. Like, so say somebody ran Western Series and Silver Series. If they won Western Series, that's what we've got them going for. So therefore, whoever, we kind of went off the template that they had last year. We'll straight up tell you that.
Right, because like last year, you have like Josh Miley. This is 2024 going into 25 farm show. Josh Miley was your champion super farm. Well, Josh Miley also ran the Midwest region, so he does not count for Midwest region. He counts for Champions Tour. That way, Eddie Rowe, who your champion was for Midwest region, counts for that. That's where he comes from. And this goes across multiple platforms. There's guys ran Badger State and Champions Tour that count for one, not the other. So, and obviously with certain ones not applying, that moves your whole entire points list up. Say like one for certain, like last year, you take into consideration Nelson's in last year's show did not apply. So that moves that whole entire PPL tool drive list up.
Oh, yeah. They didn't apply this year either. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler. Then.
All right, brother. I think we've kept the people waiting long enough.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be graced with the presence of said Clinton Tucker with, him being occupied. So let's get into it.
Let's go. So we're going to start off right off the bat. Modified tractors are going to be on our list. I'll go ahead and we'll get the number one seed pretty much out of the way. Simon Says out of Farley, Iowa. Pretty well a given.
Yeah, I would say so, with 2 championships for both associations. So that was kind of a given.
Yep. We're going to try to move through these as quick as we can, too. Let's go down number 2. We're going to go to the man. He's been there many, many years in two-wheelers and in the mods. Dirt Slinger.
And obviously past NTBA champion in 2024. And, Leichner's been there a long time. So, I mean, it just doesn't seem right. And especially with, Simon's having 2 championships, you kind of got to keep going down the list from there. So.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, and before we keep moving, if anybody's watching, please share the show, because if there's a lot of people wondering who we think is in and out, you might want to listen.
Yeah.
So share it around.
Yeah. I'll let you take the next 2, bud.
I hope we're on the same document, correct?
Yeah.
Next, we're going to go to Minnesota, and we're going to go with Ricky Rose and the Giddy Up.
Been there several times in his own right.
Ran both mod and unlimited. Been there many times. Running 2 classes also kind of gives you a little bit of a nod too. So there's that.
Yeah, it does.
Next, we're going to go to both PPL and NTPA runner. We're going to go to Steve Bunnage with Takes a Lickin'.
Yep.
Ran both the NTPA and PPL circuit, as well as some NTPA unlimited. So with a little bit of a resume on both sides, it helps us case.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and that's been something else that has been really hard for us this time too, is this light mod class, man. It's thrown a monkey wrench into some of this, because we're kind of looking at each other like, okay, who out of this group applied? And there's a couple of them in here.
Yeah, because there's obviously guys that run solely light mod, but there's also, guys that run both light mod and mod. So you kind of got to take both into consideration.
Yeah, exactly right. But we're going to go way down south, down to McAdoo, Texas. Cameron Neves, Cotton Candy, going to be making another shot there at the farm show this time.
Mm-hmm.
Outlaw Points champion, if I'm not mistaken.
And Texas Tractor Puller Association mod champ.
So we've got a double champ there. Going right to the Bluegrass State for the next one. The man, the myth, the legend, the Kentuckian, Wayne Sullivan. That's our first light mod of the night, though, isn't it?
But I think it was just a given that, how many years in a row has Wayne been there and having a championship too? He's been there a long time. And if you think of a farm show and modifieds, you pretty well think the Kentuckian.
Yeah, exactly right.
So,
all right, roll on, bub.
The second half of the list, you're going to see a few familiar names, but a few new names in this one. But this one is absolutely no stranger. Brett Berg, the moneymaker.
Yes.
The dude's been around. The dude's won. I mean, Brett Berg. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
And then next, we're going to go to one of the big chassis builders. We are going to go to Corporal Punishment, less Corporal.
Yep. Tractor's been a lot happier, it seems like, in the light mod category. Still running 3 every chance he gets, though. So I think that's going to help him with his chances.
Yeah.
I'll let you go ahead and take the next one. I kind of want the last 3.
That's fair. And as you like these next 2, at least even 3, guys that run multiple modified classes, we're going to go back to a mainstay, and Doug Theobald and the full blown Wicked, running unlimited, but also puts the 14s on and runs 3 engines in a farm show.
Yes, he does. So now these last 3 on the list, there's 2 returns and a debut in the backside, but we told you guys there was going to be some light mods on this list. We're going to go with Johnny Payne, Limitless. I think we're going to see Limitless make its debut in Farm Show.
Mm-hmm. And, I mean, the tractor ran both light mod and mod, but Johnny being a ring winner and the kid can drive. So, you got to give him a chance, I think.
Yeah. We're going to go back down to Texas for the next one. Mr. Nelson, Bullbuster. There's room there for a third one to be mounted on, and I think we see it at Farm Show.
Yeah, especially how the tractor did this season on the Outlaws. I mean, the man's got two trucks in for years in a row for two-wheel drive. I mean, why not see him in a mod?
Yeah, exactly right. All right, and this last one, you guys remember how shocked we were when we saw Bill Voorhees make his return to the Farm Show a couple of years ago on American Thunder. We've got another one for you. They came back this year in two-wheel drive and modified. Towards the end of the year, they ran in Georgetown. Give us the Long brothers with their new modified. That's our long. I don't know if that's our long shot, but I kind of like it.
In a sense, though, their old tractor is the one that won 2 titles this year. So,
yeah, exactly right. So, y'all, that is our field of modifieds. Take pictures, screenshot them to your friends, whatever you guys are going to do, because we're going to try to move right along.
Mm-hmm. And in the end, we will, like years past, we will calculate our accuracy. 72% our first year, which is 2024 farm show. This last year's farm show, we were at 68%. We're trying to be better than that this year.
Yeah. Yeah, 62% was kind of rough last year, man. We felt good last year, and I think it was two-wheel drive got us again.
Yeah, there's quite a few things that got us. Yep. So there's modifieds.
Yep. Everybody that's jumping in to the show, thank you guys so much. Make sure you guys are liking. I see a whole bunch of y'all watching, so make sure you guys are liking this video for sure. It helps us out a ton.
Like, share, comment, whatever you think we're wrong. Tell us how we're wrong.
Yeah, challenge us, please.
So,
all right, we're going to go blow some smoke on the truck side of things. Superstock diesel 4x4s. Boy, this was a great year for Superstock diesel 4x4s as a whole, wasn't it?
I mean, I think the main thing to highlight there was their massive 35 number count in Bowling Green, for one.
The amount that
class,
we had in freaking Pennsylvania, dude, there was a bunch of them up there too that didn't
oh,
go to Bowling Green. If
I
every
know.
one of them in Pennsylvania went to Bowling Green, they would have cleared 45, no problem.
100%. And there's new builds coming. There's 5 new builds that we know for next year alone. Think about it.
I love that
So,
that class is growing as much as it is.
Yeah. But with 10 spots, that made this class that much harder.
Yeah.
Especially with how many trucks ran both series. So
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Do you want to take the first 2?
Yes, I certainly do, because they ran down here with me all summer long. Last year's champion won it with a smaller charger than everybody else on top of that. Caroline Counts, Dixie Ram, going to be coming back to defend her title this year. And the way she ran this summer, I have a pretty good feeling that we're going to see it again.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I mean, for her first year, she didn't like how she finished. The second year, she comes out top. Now she has something to prove for, it wasn't a fluke.
No, it's not. I'll take the other one. He ran USA Puller some. He ran Mid-South some as well. We're going to go Shy Diesel of Kent Crowder's.
PPL and, other things. I mean, Kent Crowder's been Farm Show a long time. Man can drive. I don't see why not again, especially that man's one of the godfathers. As long as with our next pick, now that I lead myself into it, we've got Van Hazley, the Rock Hard Ram.
Are we confident the Van's going to be behind the wheel this time, or do we think Trent's going to be in it?
The last time I talked to Tripp at the end of the year was that he was not going to be available for Farm Show because I believe it's during his wrestling season, so that doesn't help him anyway because he's probably doing tournaments. So,
all right, fair enough.
The next one here, we're pretty confident with how he did at Farley that he will more than likely apply, and that is Eric Stacy, Smoking Ya HD, your $50,000 winner.
Yeah. Now, who says that Eric's the one behind the wheel, though? Do we see Lily behind the wheel, you think?
I mean, hey, anything can happen, man. There's a lot of different things that can happen.
She did really well up in Weeklands this summer, or not this summer, this fall. Let's send it out to, I think this truck's the previous winner there, Keith Witt, American Pride.
Yep. Past winner at the Farm Show. Gorgeous truck. It runs really good. Runs both series a lot of times. So I mean, just all the more reason for him to go.
Yeah. Another staple truck that we've seen there many, many times in the diesel 4x4 world. Let's go Shy Diesel, but this time we're going to have Trent Ingram behind the wheel.
This is the single charger truck. This is not the multi.
Right.
This is the one that they, integrate both with ITPA 3.6 and super stock diesel. So big charger.
Yep.
And them having a championship in ITPA super stock diesel puts them over top.
Yep.
The next two are going to be champions in their own right. We're going to go with the OSTPA champion. We're going to go with Carnes and the Carnage. Silver second gen Dodge. Did well in Bowling Green. OSTPA champ kind of speaks for itself, just like Beeler last year with Digging Deep. So I'm going to take the champ there. Next, we're going to go to the PPL champ. We're going to go to Terry Biggs and the Deadpool Ford.
Man, he had a really great season overall. He chunked a couple of charges there towards the end of the year, but that truck has ran strong again. He started off the year right in Idaville, Indiana with the testing of that truck, and it ran well. I think we're going to see another one. But the next one we've got, he's a rookie to the Farm Show. If he gets in, we're going back down south. We're going with Kong of the Lee family.
Mm-hmm. Tough truck. Jeff Miffick built went down to Texas with Lee's and, winning Saturday Night Bowling Green this year. Those guys are getting really good driving those trucks, getting a lot better. And, I mean, I don't see why not with him winning Bowling Green, why he can't be a rookie at the Farm Show. Yeah.
And then our last one in is going to be Calvin Miller running in the red. That's got to be your USA East champion, right?
Yes, it is. He also made an appearance at Farley and did pretty good there too. But as everybody knows, Farley can be pretty rough on parts because it is that tough. So, again, those watching, take screenshots, share around Superstock diesel truck predictions for us.
Yeah, everybody that is watching so far, make sure you share and like this video for sure. But we're gonna take a quick minute. Clint Tucker's joined in with us. Want to give him a chance to say a few words real quick. Mr. Tucker, how are you, sir?
He's muted. Oh, there he is.
Hey guys.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Yeah. Let's do the same thing with some other guys. Oh no.
Yeah, I think everybody jumped over here whenever you guys finished up. You just want to kind of go over the high points and everything that we need going forward for the two shows.
Well, we're gonna start like a little weekly podcast, and not too in depth about everything. Just trying to go over the, just the day-to-day operations of what keeps what's smoking, doing what he needs to do as far as get our paperwork together, trying to get our classes full, letting fans know the tickets are for sale, kind of all that kind of stuff. We have like almost 25 guys that do this show and help us put on a show, and we all kind of work together this time of year trying to get our classes full and kind of get going in the right direction.
Yeah, we're in dire need of super farms for sure. I know there's a bunch of them watching right now. Need you guys to sign up, or we're going to have to make some pretty rash decisions here in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, everybody's got my phone number. Give me a call. We'll work through it. We'll only make some deals to get some tractors entered.
Yeah,
I think a lot of it kind of is determined by what we're doing right now is predictions, like who's in farm show and who isn't. Guys wanting to either get test runs before farm show or know if they're in or not, so they can get some runs on this winter.
Right. Well, I think a lot. I mean, I would be interested how many super farms entered the farm show this year.
Yeah,
I mean, it's the record lowest probably in history. I know at one time, Mike told me, I think, like it was 07, 8, 9, somewhere in there, he was getting like 120, 130.
Dang. I'll tell you this. After this year, we applied, and we usually don't.
Yeah.
Yep. So what else are we in need of? I know we talked about on your side of things, the 3.0s and 2.6s. We're pretty well good to go there.
I'm good on 2.6s. I'll take a few more 3.0s, light limited supers, light pros, 4.1s, 5.0s. Guys, a lot of those guys don't pay attention to the podcast stuff like what we do. We'll start seeing them at banquets and whatnot, and shaking them up a little bit. Bigger the turbo, more catering you need with them to get entered. But we'll do our job and do everything we can do.
Yep. You still got some bodies available for Cloverdale too. I think you said a minute ago.
Yep. Yeah. And you can see all the tractors that are entered at Cloverdale and Gordondale now. So we got several entries for that already. And
yeah. This light pro class, I like the way it looked last year. I'm starting to kind of love it a little more this year. There's no John Deere's right now.
Yeah.
We got everything else but a deer.
Yeah, that's
proud. I'm looking at you.
Yeah, that's unusual, not to have any deers at all. But we'll see some here in the next few weeks. See where we're going. I mean, I know some guys that want to be there that are taking out their ag blocks and putting in the aftermarket blocks. I know that's happening right now. So they'll be out for this winter, but they'll be back at it next year.
Yep. Guys, I would just want to let y'all know too, the next class we'll do is going to be super farms, ironically enough. Didn't plan that at all.
Maybe I have to do some convincing, man. Maybe you just got to let guys know, hey, sign up.
Well, yeah. We'll work with anybody that wants to come and try to make everything happen if we can.
Yep. We'll find you somewhere to run.
Yeah.
Gordyville still looking. We will see what you guys. Jordan, I got a newsflash for you. They're not I don't know how far down they are. We still got a couple more classes yet before we get to them because they were one of the classes of 12.
Yeah.
I think they're 4 more from now, so we'll be there in just a minute. Tucker, I think you said too on yours, the Gordyville box seats, they're sold out.
Pretty much.
Waiting list for them.
Yeah, waiting list already.
Good night of living.
Yeah. Well, we only have like 42 there because the track's 250 foot long versus I think we still have like 6 on the non-smoke tube side at Cloverdale. It's at the starting line. Some people hate that. They're there. Some of the guys left last year because the beer garden and the bathrooms were closed. And I'm not sure how much attention they were paying attention to the poll, but they really enjoyed their box seat. They said, and they want to be an outside.
Oh man!
And I have been told that there's going to be a considerable amount of cheating going on in the cup stacking competition. That some of the boxes are bringing their own cups. That way they don't have to waste beer cups from the beer vendor. That's like, just clean it up. I don't care what you do. Just clean up the cups. I don't care.
Yeah. That was one of the fun things that happened last year. Never Bowsman just went by and just blew them all down.
Yeah. You got to watch there. Steve Bowsman goes on track in the 5-0. He brings a lot of wind down that right side, and he's got to have your cup sturdy. It'll fall over.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh my goodness. Yep, you sent out your sponsorship and your packets and all that stuff.
Yeah, I sent sponsor packets this week because we just got done showing corn last week and kind of got things put away. We sent the vendor packets out. Try to get them back quick as you can. We are still kicking around doing a program. I think we're going to do it in-house this year. We'll try to get that stuff into. We're still seeking class sponsors. We have historic class sponsors. I know this one sponsors certain classes. For some reason, Danny Barling likes sponsoring the King of the Hill, and he always does. And he's thanking for it. But we're still looking for more class sponsors, and we can have more than one class sponsor. I mean, we can put 2 or 3 of them on a little trophy that we give out, and that money goes right into the qualifier and the finals. So we have a kind of a benchmark purse that we budgeted that we can pay with our crowd and live stream and all that stuff that comes out our revenue stream, and then that money goes right on top of it. So we had 5 class sponsors. That's $5,000 more. Last year it was $1,500. That's $600 more or $7,000 more we can pay in the class, and that makes things cool. But,
yeah.
I mean, I think if we could get our level of other classes up to the level of quality and of the light pros and hot farms, we'll be sitting pretty. And we got a month to do it, like you said. After you guys do these predictions and Mike sends out all the applications for the farm show, things get crazy. Guys get to moving around and entering, but I don't know about Iowa or why it lives, but around here we're running out of things to do. I mean, I think we got to pull the planters out, start planting. We got the fertilizer on, we got the anhydrous on, and now we're working dirt, pushing trees. It's still not wet enough to keep anybody from doing anything. So
yeah,
you can still work outside. You're not worried too much about indoor tractor pulling.
Yeah. Oh man, another exciting time, that's for sure.
Yep. But I appreciate you guys letting me come on. I'll get out of your hair and I'll sit back here and watch you guys' predictions and make fun whenever you're wrong.
No, just text me whenever I'm wrong.
You guys concentrate on it more than I do.
Everyone thinks we just have all the time in the world for this stuff. It's like, no, we do this late at night when everybody's asleep and everybody else is asleep, and we're doing this. And
I gave Shane a bunch of worthless free advice a few weeks ago when I was in the semi, going from one research location to the other, and
we knew said advice.
Yeah. So about the worthless advice from out west.
Yeah. Well, Tucker, we certainly appreciate everything you do for us.
Appreciate what you guys do. Looking forward to working with both of you this winter.
You bet.
Yep.
See you,
sure. All right. We'll see you, Clint.
All right, boys, let's get back to it.
Back to our regular scheduled programming.
Yep. Super Farms.
Now to the greatest class ever created. Let's go. Absolutely. Let's do this thing.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry. Just
All right.
put the plug out for the most competitive class there is.
Number one, just casting the poll out. We're going NTPA champion, Gary Shevink, new attitude.
Guy we fought all year long. Past farm shows, session winner, past NTPA champion before this too. I don't see why not, man. I mean, it's Gary did a lot this summer. He rolled off 3 wins in a row, which is unheard of in our class.
Yeah, no joke.
So, all right, but made it real good this summer, and so did this next guy.
Yeah, we gotta go the other side over here. We gotta go with the intercooler boys. Shane Maston, Thumpkin Pumpkin Pro Pulling League champ.
And he dipped his toes in the NTPA side. Yeah, he took the cool off more than once and did really dang good on the regional side, and he went to the sandwich too.
Yeah, I just know he's watching. I gotta aggravate the crap out of him.
Man, did his job.
Let's go to our regional champ. Let's go Casey's with the Whoopie Maker.
Past Farm Show winner, past Bowling Green 10,000 winner, Region 2 champ, Enderley winner. I mean, they were right there for the Bowling Green ring, right behind Shevink. So
yeah. All right, next one. Gonna be kind of our first kind of return in a way. He started off the year on a hot foot, that's for sure, picking up a couple of wins right off the bat. Let's go Assorted Nuts out of Michigan.
Kind of the I wouldn't say shock, but like the return that nobody had on their bingo card.
Yeah, I mean, we knew it was coming back at some point. We just
right.
I mean, we weren't aware of all the work that they had done. I mean, they busted their butts to get this thing to where it is.
Mm-hmm.
And it worked out for them.
That power plant is just rolling right now.
Yeah, it is.
It was a fight between him and Shevink and ourselves, at least the championship this year. It come down to Sandwich and Enderley, and that case is powerful.
Yeah. First one I'm gonna reject for the night. Bad Boy is one of my guests for Region 4 and Super Farms. Matthew, that is not gonna be on our list. They did not apply.
Yeah, when we were at the Enderley, and then even after this, Danny did tell me personally that I didn't even have to ask. He told me that they didn't apply. So
they knew we were going to be cheering for him to be on there, though. They knew,
right? Yeah.
All right, go right back to PPL with the Intercoolers Midwest Region champion, and I think he finished up number 2 in the Champions Tour points to Josh Miley, High Maintenance.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the man's won a lot over the years.
Yeah.
Past 4-time in a row PPL champ. Builds a lot of really good stuff. Obviously, it's a farm show, so why not Josh Miley?
Yeah, exactly. Also, everybody watching this video, I see all of y'all there. Make sure you guys are liking and sharing it wherever y'all are watching from.
Yep. So next we are going to go to your defending farm show champion. We're going to go to Ryan Anderson and the checking out.
Man, I did skip right over his name, didn't I? Whoops.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to catch it.
Nah, I'll let you have that one. I'll let you take the next one too, because that's more your territory than it is dare mine.
Yep. Made an appearance last year in farm show after a championship and ran same series, but ran as well region and Grand National hooks. We're going to go to PI's champion, Brian Gunderson, and the Gunsmoke.
Yeah, the thing about Gunderson this year, though, is that he actually came out and played around a little bit. He was in Sandwich with us.
Yep,
I don't know if he
went
to or not.
He ran PI, ran the Sandwich, Toma, regional hooks up there. He may have done Badger State. I'm not quite too sure. But yeah, Gunsmoke's our next one. Yep. We're gonna stick with the John Deere theme, and one guy that I just had a conversation with him today about when we're gonna do it with the Super Farms, Jeremy Roberts and Wicked Whitetail.
Yeah, kind of a redemption year for Jeremy. It felt like.
So Jamie's no that's a word. He's known for farm show. Been in there a lot.
There's something about that tractor that it can be having a bad season and it gets into farm show. It's like it's back just like nothing happened to it.
Yep, won a session last year. He's no stranger to it. Yep. Sticking on the PPL side and the Badger State side, we're going to go with Punky and his team of Screaming Norwegian.
Yeah. Now, we have no idea who's going to drive it.
It's going to be one of the 3 or 4.
Yeah.
That, drive it all year long, but who knows? It's going to be a mixture.
Yeah. Now, this next one, it's kind of got my attention ever you told me he did apply and I saw what he won. Black Stallion out of Region 3. You know about this one more than I do because, he's in your region.
I think this year was the year of the case. Obviously, we're talking about Ferris's, but Jacoby's in the Black Stallion putting a lot of work into that case and winning 2 titles in 1 year, especially in WTPA and Region 3, kind of speaks to what they've done to that tractor. And it's good to see that they're going to try their hand at it, see if they get in. So, and I think they deserve it. They've done well all year. Yeah. So I don't see why not.
Absolutely. And guys that are still joining in, we're going to run through these. We're going to at least run through pictures of the list again so everybody can see them. We've already done mods and Superstock Diesel 4x4s. We are now on Super Farms, obviously. But Wyatt, let's go back to Badger State again. Your champion this year, the homegrown Drip Downing. He seems to do this more often.
That was a fight between him and Jay this year. Obviously, a really good tractor. Been Farm Show, Midwest Winter Nationals. It runs really good, really tough. So, and obviously being Badger State champion, I don't see why not again.
Yep. Speaking of which, Bleeding Green, bring him back to Farm Show this year. That thing has been on a tear. It's back to how it used to run.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I think the turnaround for this tractor last year, but rolling into Farm Show, and it just I would say it shocked some people, but there's other people that knew its potential and knew it was going to go out and do its thing. So yeah, Jay and his team back in.
Great to see for sure. Now we're going to go back down to my territory. He took the year off from the Champions Tour. He ran the Mid-South once again. Brad Woods, Thunderstruck. Mid-South champion.
Going back to the home and winning another championship down there.
Yeah.
Brad's tough.
Yep. I'll let you take the next one.
I feel like that this is kind of return of the Outlaws in a sense.
They had a year off last year.
We just kind of, it's been weird not having them in there, and with conversations with a few people, they're back in applying again. Spanky's Toy, the always blue one of the Roberts family.
Yep.
Kind of known for being at Farm Show, being one of the Outlaw representatives, and kind of representation among all.
Yeah, that's not the only outlaw on our list either.
Nope, we'll get to that one here in a few, but we're going to stay in sort of the western region, at least west of me. We're going to go to Joe Bush Ag Repair and the Fear the Deer tractor. Ran Grand National all year. And kind of resurgence of Wayne and Joe. They got the tractor run really, really good back out in the Grand National circuit. It's good to see. And, that seeing them back in Farm Show last year is good, and I expect them back again. So, Next, we're going to move on to the Wolverine Pullers president, another guy running Grand National this year that just missed the Enderley pull-off. We're going to go John Sills being the crop doctor.
And just missed it.
Tough tractor as always.
Yep.
Just missing the pull-off. John's always tough.
Now it's time for our other outlaw representative. We have it on a cord that they put in. The return of the Dakota Deer to the Farm Show.
Outlaw champ, kind of speaks for itself.
Yeah, absolutely. After that, gonna go Lee Butts, Press On.
Hoping Lee can get it back together. Obviously, had a fluke deal there at Enderley, having trouble with the crankshaft, and the man runs literally anywhere. Regional, Wolverine, Grand National, PPL. I mean, the dude runs everywhere.
Yeah, anywhere he can run, he does. I'll let you take the next one because I'm going to want the next couple.
Yeah, going back up here, Champions Tour competitor as well as Badger State, we're going to go to the Fritz brothers and the Twisted Deer.
Another tough run one. So this next one's going to be making its debut at the farm show. And yes, the last name is synonymous with the original group who started the National Farm Machinery Show back in the day. The Englands with Raging Mule, second in Mid-South points. They have been making a name for themselves on Mid-South this year, man. And last year both. Clay has come in to be a great driver as well as his dad. They're tough competitors down here.
Mm-hmm. Yep, for sure. You know, just dipping their feet into the Champions Tour realm too a little bit, and doing well there too.
Yeah, let's go way, way north from one part of the geographic area to the next, though. Fourth generation out of New York. We dropped an interview with them, the St. Mary family. You guys blew that up for us. After this show, if you guys haven't watched that one, go check it out. We did an interview with them and the Bourdreaux. Just kind of putting a spotlight on the NYTPA crew that apply for Farm Show. So
yeah,
that was a lot of fun.
They're not a points champion, but they're also fighting against mod turbos. But this is the top super farm that also ran multiple places. Made its debut at the Keystone Nationals last year. Kind of turned some heads with its Army olive color green ish gold. So and it runs really well. It wins. So yeah, I'd be the Northeast representative. I would say.
Oh yeah. After that, we're gonna go. I think he ended up finishing second or third on Midwest region. I can't remember which one. Mac Darnell, Maximum Overdrive.
Yeah, I think it was third there, but he also won Battle of the Bluegrass points.
Yep.
And Mac's been in Farm Show a lot.
Yeah.
So.
This is another one. This is gonna be, I think, the 20th year in a row that this tractor that we think will make an appearance there. Fast and Furious, Llama family.
I mean, what other explanation is there? Is it than Don Slama and Farm Show?
Yeah, exactly. And then last, but certainly not least, rounding out our group of 24, Binder Express. Number 2 in points, my friend.
I didn't want it to seem obvious or like boast a point that I think we are in, but I mean, the only point I can make, Rockwell winner. We haven't lost an ECI when we went there in the last 3 years, and we won the Inderly and finished second Grand National points. So
yeah. All right.
I hope that's enough.
Yeah. Let's rock and roll. We gotta keep going.
We gotta keep moving.
Light Supers, you're up next.
I guess we can just start it off with probably the most two closest competitors, I would say.
Yeah.
We're gonna go. I'll name both of them. Extremely Insane of Larry Phillips, and then the Straight Jacket of Brandon Phillips. That was the John Deere. So,
yeah,
I would assume that both of them would be in, being as they've done very well in Mid South and the NTA Grand National, and synonymous to Farm Show.
Yeah.
All right, take it away.
What else is there to say? But we're going to Wisconsin. Let's go. Considered armed and dangerous and excessive force.
I think all you can say is probably Inderly winner with Terry. Well, it's Terry Blackburn for one, and Cheezick. Probably those two synonymous names now called Superstock Pulling right now.
Yep. Let's go to another one. Ran the NTPA season for I think this was his first full season, wasn't it, Wyatt?
Yeah, with the NTPA side it was.
Yeah, alter ego, Brian Bowles.
Again, not a stranger to the Farm Show. Been there before. Been on some exciting runs, but the tractor's tough. I think we're going to stay with the blue theme here. And Light Super's always been difficult, predicting. And we're going to go Burning Daylight of the Filiatri family.
Yeah.
Kind of making it. How long has it been since, it ran full circle?
3. I think 3, if I remember correctly. Let's go. Our next one, we're going to go with the Galat Light Super.
Yeah. I think it finally deserves a chance to get in Farm Show, being it's, Galat's full-time light super tractor, and one that they've been trying to put a lot of work into. Light super is always a toss-up for Farm Show. So next, we're going to go to kind of more of a mainstay in the Farm Show, at least, with how many times he's been there and running, PPL Champions Tour. David Estep in Eaton Dollars.
Yes, sir.
I mean, David's been there a long time.
Yeah, he is.
All right, you can take it from there.
Yep. We're going to go two of them that are on my side of the spectrum here, over the edge and on the edge. Didn't run a ton this year. Mr. Daniel, he's not feeling great. So they just didn't have a chance to go. But I think that they applied from what I can tell.
Yeah, and it's just so hard to consider who's going to run it for Light Super. I mean, there's guys that had to deal with breakage. There's guys that just don't go from historical aspect of it. So it's just – and, Daniels are in close proximity to the show. So,
yeah. Detonator Black out of Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm. Lots of gremlins this year.
Yeah, he did. It was not a Spiegelberg year. And then last but not least, Bobby Jones, field sobriety.
We know the tires from Detonator Black will work because they won the Enderley on Cheese Extractor. But
yeah, they did.
I
almost forgot about that.
Mm-hmm, the power plant and something just wasn't happy in the Spiegelbergs. And same with Bobby. I mean, Bobby had a tough year.
Yeah.
Obviously having that detonation Freeport. So
yeah. You ready for the next one?
But yeah, I mean, we can move on, but that's our light super stock predictions.
Yep.
That one's always tough.
Yeah. Tell me. 4-1s. This was our highest percentage class last year.
Besides our perfect dual fuels.
No, I don't feel like we could have counted that last year, to be honest with you.
Fair enough. But
all right,
this one's also just tough. I mean,
this was fun. We argued about this one for a couple of days.
Oh boy. Oh boy. There's no shortage of color in here. It's just who gets a nod over, who. So
so we do have 4 on the outside looking in that could go in any spot. That's for sure.
Yep.
Up number 1, though, we're going NYTPA champion of the 4-1s. No common sense of the Bourdreaux up there. That's the red one.
Yep. That one's kind of got some history to it, too. The power plant rear end. But, yeah, that tractor was on a tear this year.
Yeah, it was. And then up next, Killing Time. Region 3 runner-up, 50K winner in Farley, and your Toma, Wisconsin winner. Dean Halicki had himself a pretty good June.
Yeah, I mean, he had kind of a tough stretch there in July, but, the early part of the season with Farley and Toma and just early parts of the region competition, that dude was on point.
Yep. I'll let you go.
I'll take the next few. We'll go to the Region 3 champ, the guy who just topped Dean, and Kevin Lindstrom in the Hyper Harvester.
Do we remember last year whenever I unintentionally left him off?
Yeah, because we also unintentionally left off Wayne Sullivan in the Kentuckian.
Yeah, we did. That was dumb on our part. But no, next one, Jacob Bull, Region 2, the Pro Harvest.
And your Enderley winner.
Yes, sir. And then let's go right to the Silver Series. Meyer Performance R&D, John Meyer Jr.
Oh, does that thing have a synonymous paint job with being silver? And everyone's like, yep, there's Myers.
Yeah, exactly. Let's go. Defending champion, Blue One, Rhapsody. I think he got third in ITPA points this year, though.
Right, but, I mean, it's the defending champion. The dang thing runs really good. It was right behind Dean for 50,000 this year, so I think they've proven their worth.
Yeah. Next one. This one comes from your area. You got this one.
Yeah, we really didn't know what association to count them for, really, because they ran quite a few. But we're gonna go to the Lear family with only 4-1 they have left, and that's the Badger Deer.
Yeah, tri-state winner, right?
Yes, tri-state champion. So
quite a few of these you're liking. There's a lot more of y'all watching than have liked the video so far.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in the next few here you'll see on the screen that we've got our champions. Well, actually, I speak too soon. This is your runner-up in the Mid-South. We've got
Bad to the Bone won that championship this year.
I skipped it. Sorry, I was going to Dixie Deer.
I was gonna say, look here, man.
Hold on, sorry.
Gonna be half in my head. We skip over him.
Yeah, we got Patrick Payne in the Bad to the Bone 60-30 John Deere.
Yeah, you bet.
And then we're going to go to the runner-up of the Mid-South, but also synonymous to the farm show, being
most passes in the farm show, right?
I think so. And that's Dixie Deer of the Counts family.
Yep.
We're going to I think we just keep moving along, dude. We're going to go to the ECI champion.
Yep, that's all you.
Winner on the Outlaw Series and a few hooks too, and that Bill Fingenbaum in the Instigator.
Yeah, good to see Bill getting back out and really going after it like he has in the past. Up next, we're going to throw a little orange in here. Why not? The Missouri State champ, Hauling Alice.
Yeah, there's a lot of championships from a whole lot of either big and small associations that you're just like, where in the world we put all these guys?
Yeah. Next is our lock for the Outlaws, Gary Barrett, high stakes horsepower, because he finished fourth in points? Second in points.
Right behind the deck and aught team of the Dream On tractor. So, next we're going to go back to the Badger State for the next two. We're going to go to the champ of the Badger State, Gallups family, running in the red. Just snuck around McDonald for the title. And we're going to go to McDonald and the Well Spent.
Yep. Let's go back out my way for the next ones. Adrian Cox, Hickory Hooker, won your Western Series. The Ratterman family, full bore, is your ITPA points champion this year.
I think that one was just a little bit. Hopefully, we're right now, but I think that one's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Next, we're going to go back to the Outlaws, and we're going to go the Novak family and the Mean Farmer.
Yeah. Outlaw was kind of hard to do this time, you know? I mean,
yeah, it was.
It played them bad this summer.
Yeah, the finish the Outlaw season was rough. Just, breakage and different things happening. It just.
Between the Mean Farmer, between Jamie, it was rough, man.
It hurt quite a few.
Yeah, it did.
Next, we're going to go back to Missouri, and we're going to go Excalibur champion, the Ruth family, and Too Ruthless.
You bet. After that, we're going to be looking at a new rookie to the 4-1 class this year. Did very well on the Silver Series. They started out in Pro Farm. They Preble ran all over the map. The Smith family and Moody.
Tractor's been there before with the Begman family and change of pace, but I think it just proved its worth this year on the Silver Series alone.
Yeah, it did.
And that's not including whatever else they did anywhere else. So, yeah, Smith and Moody.
Yep. Let's go up to your region.
We're going to go even farther north than I am. We're going to go to Operation Detonation, the UPM champion, Isaac Conway.
Yes, sir.
Isaac's no stranger to farm show. It's been a few years since he's been in farm show, but
a little bit.
He is the winner in the UPM, but also ran a Region 3 and some outlaw hooks. So
yep. After that, we've got to return Nebraska Bush points champion, the Cavans Magnum Force. And yes, we know that they applied it. We know they haven't in the past, but we know they did this year. After that, go back to New York. Boudreaux's Secret Weapon. End up number 2.
Ran at Farley. was in Farm Show years past. In 1 and 2 points, I think it kind of speaks for itself for those two tractors.
Yep.
And to round out with the last two, we're going to go back to Illinois for this one in the Ratterman 5088 Silver 4-1.
Yep.
And then we'll round it out with guys who run literally all over creation. The Balance My Family, we're going to specifically pick limited edition because of points.
Yep, absolutely. But as we said before, we've got a couple of them looking below there. We've got Digging Deer sitting right there on the bubble. Jerry Martin, the 5020, he's looking there. Geezy, and I think Fingerbaum's other one, right?
Yeah, that's Untamed again would be under the Fingerbaum umbrella. Yeah.
We can interchange these at any given moment. So there's your 24 4-1 predictions. Let's go on to the next.
We've got two of the largest done. Oh Lord.
Yeah. Yeah, boy. I tried to place them strategically, I swear.
Yep.
Modified 4x4s. This was the class that also bit us last year.
You talk about classes that you can literally throw a dart at a board. It's this one, the Superstar Diesel Trucks and Light Supers is like, all right, where do we go here?
Yeah, pretty much. Starting right off, right in the Bluegrass State, Steve Clem, Radical. You can't have four-wheel drive trucks at Farm Show without Radical. Just plain and simple.
Well, that and winning PPL kind of gives a little bit of leeway there, and a little more. So, I mean, that was just a little obvious.
Yeah, I mean, we can stay right here in the Bluegrass State too, and go with Just in Time.
I think the G&K trucks are kind of synonymous now in Farm Show a little bit. You know how many times they've been in there.
Oh yeah, you bet. Your turn, Maestro.
Next two, we got a return and a winner. We've got the last past season's $50,000 NTPA Farley winner in Rob Foster and Simply Red.
Yes, sir.
And next, this is the return that I think a lot of people we think will be excited for if he gets in, and that is Cody Lewis and Fired Up.
Yeah, I'm ready to see that one go back down the Farm Show floor.
Mm-hmm. He's been there a long time. I think next, let me take the next two and you take the last six.
Yeah. Last six.
Next.
Dang it, man.
Okay. Well, at least the next two, we're going to go the same team here. Guys that did very well again last year. The Thumper first of the Thornton team. And right after that, we'll go same with the Thornton team in the backdraft.
Yep. Going to go Stroker Ace after that.
That's good. I mean, main of your outlaw representatives are a lot of them there, but I think at least for the Thornton team, you kind of be interchangeable between three trucks because they finish 1, 2, 3 in points. But I think you should just take two because Stork Race also did very good last year in Farm Show. So
let's go to someone who's synonymous with four-wheel drive pulling as a whole. Rule number 19 of the Zarings.
I think that one kind of speaks for itself too, because Zaring's been around a while, has some really firework type moments there at Farm Show, especially running through the pile. But Jake's been running four-wheel drive a long time.
Yeah. After that, we're gonna go to the Petersons and Profab Geared Up. They kind of got back to their ways this year.
Mm-hmm. And did their normal Chapel Hill thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And the last, I'll take the last three.
Yeah, you can have them.
Now, would you say this is a return, or how would you describe one?
Yeah, it's a return to Farm Show. It is. I mean, he's been kind of hanging around doing the monster truck thing, and he's kind of been floating around wherever he pulls. But he won a Region 4 championship.
Mm-hmm. And Dragon Motorsports, and that is Red Rock of R.B. Moeller.
Yes, sir.
Next, we're going to go to one that made an interleague appearance, but also won a Region 2 champ, Grain Haulers Mafia.
Yeah, another good one that I think we'll see there.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last one.
Pretty synonymous. pretty synonymous, but also done a lot farm show, and that is the Rock.
The
of
Rock.
The Skeletons.
Yes, sir. All right,
There
there's
are
your 12.
There's your forward drives.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
What's next?
We're getting down to it, man. We got only 3 left, I think.
Light Pro. Let's go.
Oh, we're gonna stir up some
Oh,
stew here.
Oh, yeah. I don't care. Let's go ahead and do it. We're going to start off with last year's winner, but he is not in our locked-in position list because he got third in Badger State points this year, and we saw last year a previous winner and a champion get left out. But Black Thunder, Alan Cook.
I mean, Allen's done really well. Yes, he didn't win a title this year, but Black Thunder's always really tough no matter where he goes. And I think with him winning last year and being defending champion, he'll get the nod, but that's not up to us. That's up to the committee.
Oh,
next we're gonna
hang on. That one we didn't look at. I didn't realize he won ITPA.
Full drive, you never know, because I mean, hell, we've had past where NTPA and PPL champions not apply. So,
yeah, exactly right. All right, moving on down. Region 3 champ. And
Region 3 champ and interleague runner-up, I believe.
Yep, 2-time winner at Farm Show.
And that is Kurt Afdahl, Weekend Mistress.
All right, after that, we're going out east for the first time. Greg Ferringer, Smoking John, Region 1 points champion and CS Point Promotions champ.
Our John Deere in the first John Deere in the Light Pro class, and we're going to go to our second here, the Badger State champion, Paulson family in Deer Addiction.
Yep. Badger State winner, right?
Yep.
After that, the first of the Region 2 champions, Mike Palmer, Red Avenger.
I guess you take the next one there.
Yeah, after that, I mean, it's kind of difficult, though, because I think you can interchange the Region 2 spots here. I mean, you've got Kevin Banyan Forgiven. That's the one we end up going with, though.
Yep.
Kevin showed some muscle at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, he did.
That little shootout we had in Williamstown, man. Oh, boy. 35 miles an hour. It was great.
Next, we're going to go a little bit different color here. Another return for these guys. We're going to go the Smiths and Fast Forward.
Yep.
Now, this is your Silver Series and full pole productions champion, or which Eastern one did he win? Atlantic?
Yeah.
I think it was Atlantic.
So after this is kind of the one that's been kind of making us go back and forth and thinking between 1206 Chris Comaroni NYTPA Super Stock champ, but they run the Light Pros and Super Stocks together. So technically a points champion. I don't know if
but with how many appearances he made in different associations, I think it gives him a nod.
Yeah.
You never say never.
I do too. After that, let's go out with OSTPA. A guy, man, he had another great season this year. Corey Frank, High Standards.
Yeah, I think Corey just wants redemption from last year. Thing runs really good, and I think he'll get it. I think he'll get a nod to do that. Another guy I think will get a nod after what he proved this year, and that is Jeff Michelocci and Demented.
My goodness, man. That thing, it screams outdoors.
Yeah, if you have a Light Pro class, you better be expecting the RPMs.
Yeah. After that, we're going to go to, I guess it'd be a rookie appearance for this guy. Shane Scott, Black and Blue.
At least another blue one.
Yeah,
I believe because it's been past couple of years. It's been Fast Forward and Faster Yet.
And Dirksen.
Yes, Dirks as well.
Yeah.
And then rounding it out,
we had to do it. We didn't do it last year.
Yeah, I think
2 years in a row. we had to give the nod to an A pump. This
Yeah,
year, we give it to Ray Belak, Raging Red. He won by like 100 points on the interstate this year.
Yeah, it was a lot. So I think that's where it goes.
Corey,
it does,
is he component? That's what we don't know. Like, we don't know if what the deal with components are. If it is, I don't know if it is or isn't.
Yeah, I'm kind of lost in translation if it is or not.
Yeah, I mean, from what we,
because I have not. All I've seen pictures from the front. I have not seen any from the rear.
He says no.
Well, if we're wrong.
Well, I mean, we haven't technically finalized it yet because the show's not over.
Boy, that's a technicality. I mean, it's something to look into. I mean, is anybody aware of him applying?
Yeah, guys, did he apply for sure? Boy, we just found out all the Light Pro guys that are watching. Good Lord Almighty. Corey says he did.
So you tell me who you take out and replace. Because whoever you're going to take out is probably going to kick somebody right in the lower area.
Yeah, I know. I don't know, man.
And I'm not going to be one to say.
No. I'm about like you. I'm going to have time to think.
I mean, Joey, I wouldn't be opposed to 2 sessions of Light Pro. I mean, as competitive
Lord,
as it is. I mean, there's quite a few Light Pros that are out of farm show that would be really cool in there.
Corey, here's the whole deal. We were under the impression that thing was component. That's why we didn't even consider it.
James, that was told as well as McDonald at the same time that the North Carolina apply.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, they're not going.
Chris has got a good point there.
Yeah, I know. You know, the thing about Corey is he's right.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
Michael, did you not apply?
That's changed. All right. There we go. That just created a whole easy loophole for us.
You see, this is why these comments help. If we don't know in time before, then we don't have this data to go forward. But I would like to know for sure, Michael, did you not apply with Red Avenger? I mean, just genuinely curious.
Golly, last time he told me he was. Cody, I mean, if there was 2 sessions, yes. Palmer did not apply per our conversation. All right. Yeah. Give us Noah then.
I mean, again, it's just and also historically, you kind of got to look at historical context of this. I mean, the last 2 years has been an A pump representative.
Ooh,
and this is
Burkholtz. I'd take Cookout. Past champions don't matter. Yeah, but he's also been there for every single Light Pro class. I'm okay with this. Now that I know that Palmer didn't apply at all, I'm good. Wait, what? Oh, man. I hope not.
Again, this is why we either get told or we don't get told about people applying or not, reasons why and not. again, if we had this information prior, yes, it would have helped the decision making, but we don't have that information. Like the Western Series and Outlaw champions, we were told.
Yeah, they didn't apply either. Yeah, man, I'm telling you like that. Now the Palmer one, I'll take grief for on that one because that was my own fault for just assuming. All right. Matthew, Kendall did not apply this year. All right. Two-wheelers.
At least to our knowledge of what we've been told by them.
Yeah.
That is just clarifying information. Anyway.
All right. Two-wheel drive. Let's go. You first, sir. I need a breather.
All right. I'll take at least the first couple or 3 or 4. It doesn't really matter to me. But number 1, defending champion, 2-time in a row Grand National Points champion, Chase Richardson, suffering Sandy.
Yeah.
I think that one's obvious, but like Colin says, you never know with anything. But who are we to judge? Who are we to judge? I'm just, we're just people who know nothing. Next, we're going to go to another team that's done really well in early winter. As past PPL points champion, we're going to go with Corn Burner, one local to me, and that's Jason Sullivan.
All right. Corn burner. All right, let's go Big Stick. Sullivan's.
Again, Farm Show, Sullivan's. I think kind of obvious.
Yep.
Next, we're going to go to another Region 2 points champion. Which driver, we don't know. But we're going to go with one of the Mayhills or Joe, and that's Old Blue. And remember, people, this is in any order we have on for our list is just a randomized order.
Yeah.
Not in any specific order. So next, we're going to go to the Texas tractor pulling champion as well as the session winner at Farley. We're going to go to the Zychek family in Texas two-step.
Yes, sir.
We had a Texas representation last year, and I felt like this one was kind of obvious. Whitey and Cole are kind of obvious, farm show representatives for the state of Texas. So,
yeah, Nate, you did. It was a heck of a show. All right, let's go to Timon from Pro Pulling League.
Again, who drives? We don't know.
No. Side piece. Region 4 and United Puller of the Carolinas champ.
Mm-hmm.
Carlton, right?
Yes, this is David Carlton. Right. Next, we're going to go to another. I think the next 2 here are PPL representatives. We're going to go Mikey White and the Addiction Truck.
Yep. ITPA champ up next. Forever Hooked.
Dale Nelson.
All right, you get the next 4 because they're all from the same 5. They're all from the same place. You can have them.
Yeah. So next, we're going to go north of the border and to a representative who was there last year being a Canadian champion. That is Barbara Cochran, the Walk the Line Ford Ranger.
Yep. Oh, also OTTPA. My mind automatically went Outlaws. My bad.
Yeah. Next, we're going to go the Outlaws, like you said. We're going to go the Fitzsimmons team in Country Heat. And next, we're going to go south to both of these. Well, actually, next 3 of these trucks. Now that I look at the list, all of them are Texas trucks. Little Whip, Whippet of the Nelson clan from Texas. And then we're going to go to Cameron Neves' team with the High Cotton.
Yep.
So,
all right, I'll take the next few. Trimmer, Mid-South points champion again this year. He was a tough one to knock off the first place pedestal this year, I think. After that, Jacob Shepard, alcohol addiction retapped. Finished up. What did he finish up in points?
I believe it was 4th in points, right behind one of the Nichols trucks.
Yep. After that, Wild Side, full FPP points champ.
Yep, represented him last year, and I believe he will do that again.
Yep.
Next, we're going to go to Ohio and Kerry Unger in the Overtime 2 Ohio State champ. Next,
the phone ringing?
That's upstairs. I'm sorry. Anyway, moving on. We're going to another Mid-South representative down your way, and another one synonymous to Farm Show, and that is the Teasley family, the Apex.
Yep. Been around a long time.
And I would say the last few here on the list are probably, even the ones we have on the outside looking in, are probably like throw a dart at a board.
Yeah.
Maybe not this one, but this is just our speculation. I'll take it. And we're going to go Jacoby Wiley. Easy money.
TNT champ.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that thing's ever been to Farm Show before. Has it?
I don't think so. I'm not sure if it has or not.
After that, we're going to go with Rampage out of Indiana.
Yep.
Johnny.
This is one of our PPL representatives again.
Yep. Alan Kane, Mad Max.
Mm-hmm.
He just missed Enderley, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he was right below it in the 6th or 7th spot, right below it.
Yeah.
Another one who is, pretty synonymous to the Farm Show itself, been there a while. Lisa Tatum, Part City Auto Parts.
Yeah, so now this was one of the ones that we talked about at the top of the show, based off who applied and who didn't, how that moved them up in the points. Because none of the Nelsons with their 4 trucks applied, that bumped her all the way up to 4th.
Mm-hmm.
I think she ended up finishing 8th overall.
Roughly in there. You'd have to look back at points, see if that's correct or not, but I believe that's where she was.
Yeah. And last but not least, we're going to go with Buffalo's Chips from the Outlaws.
Again, this is just based upon history and then championships. They're, we're not the committee. We don't know.
So, yeah, we have no idea.
There could be 3, 4, 5 interchangeable in there. You never know.
Yeah, apparently I thought I was all locked in and ready to go in Light Pro, and we saw how that turned out. That's the first time we've ever changed the list right in the middle of the show.
Again, if we had the information right there in front of us before the show, we probably would have told you.
All right, how many more we got left?
We got one class.
Duel the Fuels.
We have one singular class.
All right, obviously, same as every other year, 6 and 6.
Yep.
Go.
We're going to start with the diesels first because that's just how we had it split.
Yep.
And we're going to go to one that almost won both titles.
We don't do that on purpose, I swear.
No, but it's just the one that came to the top of the head first. But
yep.
Colin Ross and the Ross family in triple bypass.
Yep, obviously.
So.
All right. After that, let's go Kent Payne, Super Rooster.
NTPA runner-up.
Yep.
The next one is around here, and
the
I
mayor.
would say the mayor, a guy that I feel like had a lot better longevity year for this tractor. I may be wrong, Travis. You can correct me, but we're going to go Bone Twister.
Yep.
You can take the next one.
Yeah, man, it's brother living a dream.
From the outside looking in, I think your brother had a stellar year.
Yeah, he
starting
did.
out Chapel Hill and then rolling it into what would have been Fort Recovery if the rain would have stayed away, but then no, ending it at Bowling Green, then going and finishing the year at Sandwich. He
Yeah.
very well.
It's a fun year. It's a fun time whenever that thing likes to act right.
This next one is what we believe would be a finally interchangeable one in a rookie, Kyle Holland in Black Tornado Revived.
Heck yeah, man. I hope he goes. He had one heck of a year as a rookie. Everybody's kind of called him already NCPA Rookie of the Year.
It makes sense to me.
Heck yeah, man. And then our last diesel, Steve Burge, lock and load.
This was a very hard one to decipher because of the international implications it had with the Blagrave family, and them synonymously being in Farm Show a very, very long time. They were one of the ones that we were highly considering too. So,
yep. All right, let's get these Alki boys done. Considered Armed and Dangerous HD.
The 6-cylinder.
6. And then, of course, the 8.
8 being the champion.
Nate I don't think Bradish applied, did they, Wyatt?
No, they were just.
I wish.
This was within a conversation. This is within a conversation that Aaron and myself had at Bowling Green, that they were just trying to get through the year and then, make their common changes and then go into the next season fully loaded. That's the reason why they weren't going to try and mess with Farm Show, at least for a diesel super.
Hey, man, they proved it can run, though. They got second in Bowling Green on Saturday night.
Oh, it's there. It's there.
Yeah. All right. Next one, Galat number 2 out of North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Last year's champ, right?
No.
Who won it last year?
Show?
Who won it last year? Last year kind of ran together between Friday and Saturday.
No, I'm genuinely. I should know this, but I don't know this. Who did win the finals last year? What? Why am I lost?
Right. Anyway. Mark Benninger, Warrior. We saw the tractor there last year with Ganger behind the wheel.
Mm-hmm. And
runs good too.
Oh, it does. It does. And last year everyone was kind of surprised that it was showed up, but it was the same driver, just a different interchangeable tractor.
Yeah.
So, but
which I actually kind of like.
But this year, with how the season went for this tractor, I believe it kind of deserves a chance. And next we're going to go to Jeff Hotham and the fully loaded.
Yes, sir.
John Deere. And we'll wrap it up with Mr. Excitement himself, with the tractor that may give some PTSD in that building by the loudest kabang there is. But Jeff Hurton Running Bear.
No. That is not him. He has not had the loudest bang. I will challenge you on Campbell's maybe is having that one.
Yeah, it's up there. But that's the dual fuels that we got. So
I was right. It was Strickland. I knew I wasn't losing it.
Yeah, because Hurt was your prelim winner, and then
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we got second prelims, didn't we? Yeah. Then Friday night turned into Sunday morning.
Yep.
All right, man. You want to run through these one more time for the people?
Yep, we'll just start from the top, and we'll just slowly go through them. There's your mod list. And again, you guys can look. We'll probably be posting these on Facebook for everyone to see that has not watched the show. But yeah, share them around. Tell us that we're wrong more than what we already are tonight.
Yeah, no kidding. Hey, we only made one change. I'm not mad about it. I'm confident in that change, though. I didn't know that Palmer didn't apply.
Yeah, Mike, that would have been great to know beforehand if you.
Yeah, Mike. Jeez. All right, there's your Superstar Diesel 4x4s. Those 10. Carnage is our 3.6 representative this year, right?
Carnage is your OSTPA Superstar Diesel truck champion.
Wait, so who's our 3.6 rep?
Probably either Trent or Caroline.
I'm not confident in that. After that, Super Fawns, there's all 24 of them, and they're blaze of glory.
Absolutely.
Light Supers.
Yep.
Dude, Light Supers was honestly the hardest one for us to do because of who won points in certain areas, and they told us they didn't apply.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily this year alone. There's guys that have won points this year that have not applied in the past.
Yeah.
So
now the one that we do not have on this list that I think you could kind of substitute in or out with somebody is Terry's with Too High Strong.
I mean, fair argument. Runs really good.
Yeah, they had a good year. Good year back. All 24 4-1s. Kind of hard to argue with that one, in my opinion.
Yeah, and there's just the smaller, like last year, smaller associations getting representation. You never know. There may be another, opportunity that happens. Wherever it may be. So, yep. Yeah, again, everybody look at these lists when we get them up. Tell us how we're wrong.
Modified 4x4s.
And I see Miles Krieger was watching earlier. If he's still watching, if he's going to come out with all lists, we'll put them head to head.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see how that does. That's always kind of fun to see how ours compare.
Yep. And others that want to do it but for fun,
Yeah.
Challenges.
Light Pro. Now this has got me thinking this is the biggest we've got.
It probably is. It probably is.
Oh God. All right. So there's those Supermod 2-wheel drives.
These are really hard. Guys, these are really hard to do. I mean,
God bless it. It is, man. The amount of we put more hours into it this year than we did last year by a lot.
Yeah, it's also trying to find the time to do it.
Yeah, there's that too. So, y'all, thank y'all so much for making this show as big as it was. I mean, the numbers off the charts tonight. Thank y'all very much. Make sure you guys get signed up for Cloverdale and Gordyville both if you guys are having the classes there. A few more 4-1s, a couple more light pros wouldn't hurt. And then, man, we're excited to see this list come out so we can go live and make fun of ourselves for how wrong we are.
Yeah, hopefully a list comes out sooner rather than later. I know everyone's just antsy to get ready and just know who's in or not. Get hotel rooms booked, get seats bought, just get stuff ready. I mean,
yeah.
Any other comments that we have missed, do you think?
Yeah. Boy, we had the Light Pro Mafia watching tonight, though. I know that. Good Lordy Almighty.
Anybody else got any final thoughts before we kind of finish off the night?
Corey Frank was here. Joey Radels here from Pull Off Productions. Chris Comaroni, Devin Riggin, Colin Burkholtz, Kevin Utt, Palmer, Stroud, Cody Utt, Kevin Utt. Oh boy. That was fun.
And everyone asking, where are these guys? There's a lot on the list below that just we don't know if they apply or not. And it's hard to, interchange guys out. So.
Yeah, some of them I ask sometimes. A couple of them I don't know if they told me the truth or not.
So, yeah, we'll probably get those posted sometime soon for everybody to look at.
Probably get them up tomorrow. Yeah. They'll be up tomorrow night or tomorrow afternoon, morning, sometime around there.
Makes a lot of sense. But, yeah, that's our predictions for the year. And our explanations why, historical context.
Who do you? Ooh, that's the $1 million question.
That's a good question, and good thing we're not the ones that make that decision.
Yeah, I don't want to make that decision. I'm good. I like doing this for fun.
Are you asking a personal opinion question, or are you just saying, or just a general question, Jordan?
Zeb. Jordan, I don't know, man. I don't know. I would like to know how many light pros truly apply every year. I'd like to know that.
Yeah, I just like to know everything in like every
Yeah.
class.
Yep. All right, y'all. We've been at this for an hour and a half. We actually sped through these pretty good.
Yeah, last time we were on there for 2 hours and it just drug out. But
Yeah, no kidding.
yeah, we'll keep track along after today.
Hey, you guys that are watching that applied and your name's on this list, if you guys figure out y'all get in or out, let us know. Please and thanks.
We'll just keep track of it that way, but we're not gonna make it public till the lists come out. But
no, we're not gonna do that.
Nope. But yeah, we're gonna keep track along the way, see what our percentage is compared to last year.
We gotta be better than last year. Last year was just bad.
It's farm show. That's all you need to
say. Exactly. But y'all, anyway, thank y'all so very much. If you guys aren't following, liking, sharing, subscribing, whatever platform you're on, we're on almost every single one of them. Make sure you guys are there. But until next time, we will see y'all later. Thank you.
2 weeks, y'all.